This is my family. Daddy is always drinking cup of joe. Big sister is not nice. Mommy is from space. Sometimes Daddy says, "Feed Mommy," and we give Mommy gas. Daddy gets the gas from the car store with his mouth. I make sure no police guys. Mommy is growing. Daddy say we have to move underground so nobody can see Mommy. But he say all my toys will still work underground. Except no more Xbox because Joe Biden can see the internet. It's okay. Yesterday, Mommy say her first word. Diesel. We went to the car store right away. I asked Daddy, what was my first word? He say, it was Mommy. I love my family.
Dum ba da dum ba da dum ba dum 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 ba da da dum 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 dum.
Oogachu, 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 oogachu.
People talk a lot, but they don't know me like you know me. They don't know me like you know me. I'd rather live on a high note. My head is spinning. I'd rather live on a high note. My head is spinning. I'd rather live on a high note. My head is spinning. I'd rather live on a high note. My head is still. People talk a lot, but they don't know me like you know me. They don't know me like you know me. People talk a lot, but they don't know me like you know me. They don't know me like you know me.
Did you know that Sierra is taller than Caleb? Yup, that's cartoon logic for y'all. So today I'm gonna list all Total Drama and Adventure Camp characters from shortest to tallest, under 4 feet. Here we have 3 characters, but which one do you think is the shortest? Most of you may have thought of either Fiore or Nina. Wrong! It's Mr. Coconut. While it's never really stated in the show, the average coconut is 12 to 18 inches, which makes Mr. Coconut the shortest character, 4'7". Here we have Miriam and Oliver. Makes sense, really. Oliver always looked like he was Crystal's kid. 4'8". Here are the 3 characters in this category. In reality, Cameron is around 4'9" and 7/8". But for the sake of this video not being 30 minutes long, I've decided to approximate some heights for some characters. 5 feet. Here we have Rosa, Drew, Dwayne Jr., and Don. I was a bit puzzled about the height difference between Dwayne Jr. and Fiore. That's because I thought they were the same age. But apparently, Fiore is 8, while Dwayne Jr. was 13 during the Redonkulous race. He's actually closer in age to Drew, who's 15. Talking about him, he could have easily gained a few inches if he stood up straight. 5'1". Pretty interesting. We have 2 athletes. Fun fact, they're the same height as Sha'Carri Richardson, who won a silver and a gold medal during the 2023 Olympics for the United States. 5'2". Here we only have Emma from the Redonkulous race. 5'3". Now we're starting to see more characters. The Adventure Camp characters dominate this category with a 4-to-1 ratio. But we can all notice Beth could have ranked lower. Her ponytail helps her win a few inches. 5'4". Here we have Aiden, Millie, Axel, and Jen. I really thought Axel was taller. Now this scene makes sense. If you didn't know, Jen is based on Jennifer Persh, one of Total Drama's creators, so it made sense for them to have the same height, but I couldn't find any proof. 5'5". Poor Cody. He's the only boy in this category, and it doesn't even make sense. Hannah's waist starts at the same height of his shoulders, so she looks a lot taller. Also, Lashana looks taller than everyone, but that's because her scalp is very flat. 5'6". Pretty interesting. I think this is the moment the list will stop making sense. Look at this difference in size. This may be because of Crimson's long ass neck, but I always thought Lil would be taller. 5'7". A total of 13 characters, and all of them are females. Kinda looks like the Carnival of Chaos Final 10. This Ashley-Ava comparison looks crazy, but we must remember that it's really hard to compare heights from different shows, especially because all heights in the show are measured from the top of their design, not from their natural height. If we remove Ashley's hat, we can see the difference between Ava and Ashley is not actually that big. 5'8". Lots of interesting characters here. Anastasia shocked me though. I mean, she's a runway model. I thought she'd be taller than Ted at least. Now, there may have been some mistakes on my part, because I couldn't find the Carnival of Chaos heights online, so I had to figure them out myself. 5'9". Everyone looks pretty much the same height here. The most interesting character is Dakota, which we'll see later in the video after her mutation. 5'10". I think this is the best category in terms of how iconic they are. We have Courtney, Heather, Noah, Logan, and the one and only Drama Theory. You thought I was gonna say Chris McLean, right? Well, turns out we're the same height. 5'11". But let's be real, this is the I'm 6 feet list. Now you may think, what is Jade doing here? She is 5'11" only because of her afro hairstyle. Well, it still counts as part of the design, so she's technically 5'11" in the show. Besides that, I was surprised to see Raj without Wayne. I thought the Hockey Bros had the same size. Turns out, Wayne is a lot taller than Raj. 6 feet. The biggest list yet with a total of 15 characters. Most of them are from the Redonkulous race, with a big surprise from the Step Brothers. They don't look the same height during the show, but the actual difference is only 1/4 of an inch. The funniest has to be Trent though. His forehead really boosted him a bit. Wonder how much? Well, after some quick photoshopping, I reduced Trent's forehead to a normal size, then I compared him to some other characters and found out that he's actually 5'6", aka the same height as Gwen. 6'1". Here we have 5 characters, with Tristan leading the way. They're actually the tallest characters of Carnival of Chaos. Talking about this venture camp, Lake's height is mentioned during the show as 5'8", but according to an official post, she is actually 6'1". 6'2". Look how goofy this looks. Her knees start at the same height of his legs, while her legs start at the same height of his chest. A nice surprise here was Ezekiel. His beanie is helping him a lot. But it's Ezekiel, he always deserves better. 6'3". Pretty crazy that Wayne is 6'3", while Raj is only 5'11". Other than that, nothing really interesting. Shout out to Owen. But let's move on to 6'4". Here we have Brody, Trevor, Z, and Ripper. I think Z could have gained a few inches if he had a better posture. Carrying soda everywhere takes a toll on your back. Trevor makes sense here, since we all know he's taller than Derek, who is 6 feet. 6'5". Pretty interesting. Dwayne is 6'5". If you remember a little bit ago, we talked about how Dwayne Jr. was 5 feet tall at age 12. I'm curious how tall he is now, considering it's been 10 years since the Redonkulous race aired. 6'6". Here we only have, well,
6'7".
Caleb and Mike. Both of them are the tallest characters in their respective seasons for a while.
6'8".
The biggest surprise here was Sierra, both literally and metaphorically. Why? Well, I didn't expect Sierra to be taller than Caleb, but I also didn't expect her to be the tallest out of these 4. Jerry is 6'7" and 3/4. Leonard is 6'7" and 7/8. Rock is 6'8" with his bandana on, while Sierra is 6'8" flat. Let's do a quick run through these next ones, since it's mostly just one character per height category.
6'9", 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet, 7'1".
Jeff being taller than Jezen blew my mind. But guess who's taller than Jeff?
7'2", DJ the Gentle Giant.
He's the tallest contestant from the first season. But what I came across next genuinely surprised me. You see, DJ is voiced by Clay Bennett, who also voices his mother.
Your little Devin Joseph Booby-Doo. The son outraged would never lie or cheat.
But he also voices another iconic character we'll talk about. 7'3". Here we have Chef Hatchet and Ryan. Exactly like Z. Imagine how tall Chef Hatchet would have been if he had a better posture. But I can't critique him too much. He literally has the most muscular neck I've ever seen in my life. Still, it wasn't enough for him to earn the title of tallest male character in Total Drama Disventure Camp. Why? Well, Chef Hatchet is 7'3" flat, while Ryan is 7'3" and a half.
7'5".
The tallest female title goes to Jasmine, kind of. That's because at
10'10", we have Dakotazoid.
she wins the title of the tallest character in both Total Drama and Disventure Camp. If you want to see which is the tallest Total Drama pet of all time, I have a video just for that.